Alright, here we are, ready to make our vacuum form tools using the Vac-25 and the Vac-50. The first thing we need to do is make sure to mold release our patterns. Here they're just vacuum form pieces that Dan's already made. He wants to make more tools. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and make sure we put a nice coat of urethane mold release, a stoner mold release, to make sure the Vac-25 and Vac-50 release from the shells. Alright, once we have our patterns ready and supported, here Dan's just cut some styrofoam blocks to make sure they're supported. You can also use a sand box, embed the pieces down into sand to support if it's a real thin gauge plastic, or if you're pouring over a female pattern or a male pattern, make a rubber mold of it first, then go ahead and pour the Vac-25 and Vac-50. The big differences between the Vac-25 and the Vac-50, you can see the color number one is gray. The Vac-50 is the premium vacuum forming resin. It's a little bit more expensive than the Vac-25, but it contains a very, very fine grade aluminum powder. This really helps with dissipate heat, helps with the mold life of the vacuum form tool itself. It's the premier resin that we have, filled resin, for making vacuum form tools. The Vac-25 is more of a general purpose vacuum forming tool, tooling resin. It does not have aluminum in it, so the machinability is a little bit less. There's some glass filling and stuff like that might be a little bit harder on the bits, but it is a great vacuum forming resin, a little bit less expensive for the everyday use. But if, like Dan, if he's really going into production, he's going to be making a lot of parts, the Vac-50 is probably the premier resin for him to use. Make sure to shake the materials. A paint shaker works great. The fillers will settle out over, as you keep them on the shelf, as well as overnight. The fillers will settle to the bottom. Make sure you go ahead and stir them up well. Put them on a paint shaker if you can. Otherwise, they will hard pack over time on the shelf. So make sure they're nice and fluid before you mix out the equal amounts. The mix ratio is 1:1 by weight or volume. Here we've just measured that out by volume. We're going to go ahead and mix these two components together, and we're going to start pouring the parts. The open time of the material is approximately 6 to 8 minutes. So we have plenty of time to mix and pour the resin. When we want to mix it, we want to mix it thoroughly until there's absolutely no swirls seen. It's a little bit more difficult with the Vac-50 because both sides are gray. Dan's got the Vac-25 where you have one slight tan or brown color and one green, so he'll be able to tell really easily when his material's mixed. Very important to scrape the sides, scrape the bottom, make sure you have a very thorough mix before pouring. A slow and steady pour is best. Let the material flow naturally through the tool. This will help pick up all the detail, the critical detail, especially like in this engine face that Dan has. It's got a great deal of detail to it, so we want to make sure to pour it nice and slow, pick up all the detail, let the material flow into the mold naturally. The Vac-25 and Vac-50 have cured, they've hardened. We're ready to pop them out of the mold, and then we'll sand them, take them to the vacuum former and pull some parts.
There we go.
That's what's amazing is all the detail is replicated. Look at that. Very nice.
So we have perfect molds. We'll kind of clean them up a little bit, hit them to the belt sander. We'll be ready to pull some parts.
Okay, now that we have our new parts demolded and sanded and cleaned up, ready to go, we're going to go ahead and pull some parts. And I'm just going to mount them on our smallest platen here for our smallest vacuum form machine. Let's see, we'll put this one right there. And this one right there. So with that, we should be able to go make some parts.